Roughly 1 year ago to the day, something began. Something that no one, not even the founders, could fully comprehend at the time. Two men embarked on a journey, searching to find a fantasy league that would surpass the standards of the yearly cycle of a traditional fantasy league. The solution? A fantasy dynasty league. A league not bound by one and done seasons and forgotten champions. A league where decisions matters for years, not just weeks. With the vision in sight for the two men, it was time to take the plunge and scout 10 worthy men to become team owners. Over time, 12 men gathered and hammered out the inner workings of the league, the Weenie Dynasty League. With the future uncertain, each of the 12 men prepared for a story consisting of many chapters. Let's discuss the first chapter in the Weenie storyline. The 12 founders gathered on this date and fought the first of many battles, the fantasy draft. 25 rounds filled with 12 selections per round, each founder selecting players for their roster. This was the day the foundation of the league was created. Some emerged as victors, others weren't so lucky. Here's how the draft went.
Choose your character.
The date the league almost collapsed on itself. 4 owners gathered and began the construction of a trade that would send the league into a spiral. A 4-team trade consisting of star talent like Patrick Mahomes, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, and many future first-round picks. The rest of the owners were in shock. This trade drew a line in the sand. Some managers calling for a veto, others called for a straight-up collusion. While manager Mike Cronin became the early frontrunner for the first championship, he also became the villain in the eyes of the 8 other managers.
Find a way to stop them trying to kill me.
You made a serious mistake.
Not as serious as yours. I fear.
On this date, the league experienced its Second World War. I received a text that left me puzzled. I'm sorry, but it's not my fault. He offered it to me. Team Anthony then accepted the most lopsided trade in league history, putting the rest of the league in an uproar. Team Mealy sent Team Anthony Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and Isaiah Pacheco for the rights to acquire hot garbage. Mealy then went on record stating Anthony is a good guy and doubled down on the trade. As commissioner, I decided to throw in an extra first-round draft capital to make this trade somewhat more tolerable. Moving forward, we have a new co-owner named Toof to manage the decisions of owner Mealy. As the weeks kept coming, some teams geared for a playoff push while others looked towards the future. The regular season came down to a nail-biter, but in the end only 6 owners make the playoffs to fight for the coveted championship. The 2025 Weenie Dynasty playoffs were officially underway with owners Cronin and Nico getting first round byes. The first round was anticlimactic, with owners Anthony and Garbanzo easily moving on to the next round. And just like that, team owners Kenny and Jake were eliminated from the playoffs. The next round saw owners Nico and Garbanzo face off, and the proclaimed villains of the league, Cronin and Anthony, did battle themselves. Owner Cronin made quick work of Anthony, but the true battle of the year was between Garbanzo and Nico. A neck-and-neck battle was decided in the last game of the week when the Packers faced the Saints on Monday night. The game itself was a blowout, but owner Nico held on to a 1-point lead late in the fourth quarter, while Garbanzo prayed for one more drive from his quarterback Jordan Love. With a 34-0 lead, the Packers rolled out Love one more time, ending the season for owner Nico and his championship aspirations. And just like that, owners Nico and Anthony were eliminated. The first ever championship in the Weenie Dynasty League came down to owners Cronin and Xavier, the league's #1 villain versus the league's #1 yapper. In the end, no one could slow down Cronin. He sold his soul in order to finish his story and win the first ever Weenie championship. This chapter may have come to an end, but there are many more pages yet to be written in the Weenie Dynasty.